the other side.
Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody? Hopefully doing well. See Carpet 104 in here. You know what? All things considered, pretty good. I have to, I have to admit. I am still figuring out some logistics for things because I have my phone open right now, so I can try and use that for so I can monitor chat. But for some reason, the live stream chat doesn't seem to want to work on there, and I have no idea why. It's very strange. That said, I'm going to try to figure out what's going on there. Open up live chat. There we go. Okay, now some stuff is starting to show up. Now let's see if it updates like it's supposed to. So, hey, Kiro, how's it going, man? What are you up to? Hopefully doing well. I may... Aha! I think I got it. And Vortex, what's up, man? How you doing? I think I got it. Maybe. I just need something heavy enough to hold the freaking phone in place. Ah! It's always something. Actually, you know what? I got a solution. Yes! Victory is mine! I'm using an old hard drive to hold my phone in place because it's heavy enough to actually do it. So we're just gonna do that. And it should work. Yes! Victory is mine! Ah! So, yes, it's alive! The stream is alive! Also, how is the stream quality for you guys? Is it pretty good? It looks decent on my end. It's not quite what I want it to be yet, but it's better than it was. Haha! Relaxing week so far, minimal work calls. Hey, you know what? That's a good thing. I'd take that. I'd take that over the normal nonsense any day. Right. So, first things first. Yeah, we'll see when we start moving. This is very true, Kiro. Now, first things first. As the title of today's stream implies, Great Scott, it's time to get to Phantom. So, shall we do that? We need to find us the Krait Phantom. There it is. The Phantom. We are going to purchase it. Do it. Yes. Yes. Ta-da! I will say the stream quality looks pretty good on my phone. That's not bad. But yes, I will fix this whole janky setup I've got going so I can look at chat. I'm gonna fix this because okay, so with the new GPU, I completely forgot that the new cards are just completely dropping DVI connectors altogether. Like, they just plain don't exist, right? Totally spaced that out. And because I didn't even remember that my second monitor uses a DVI connector. So here's me thinking that, you know, I'm just going to switch out cards real quick and that everything's going to be all hunky-dory, right? Wrong. Oh, I was so wrong. When I went to go plug it, unplug the old, the old card, I was like, oh, that's a DVI-D connector. Oh no. Yeah, even HDMI is being phased out slowly. There's only one HDMI connector on this card. The other 3 ports are DisplayPort. So it's a little like, like, I didn't even think about it. So I need to get an HDMI to DVI-D adapter, which, you know, thankfully that's not very expensive. It's like $6, $7. It's easy. And then my main monitor, I'm just going to move it over to one of the DisplayPort ports and call it good. Because, I mean, what other choice do I have, right? But yeah, totally spaced that out. So I don't even have, like, so I don't have my second monitor up right now. So that's going to get fixed soon. Right. 2 HDMI and 2 DisplayPort on yours. You know, that's actually not a bad, that's not a bad setup. Mine is all of, as I said, 3 DisplayPort and 1 HDMI. HDMI 2.0B and DisplayPort 1.4, I think. Keyword there is think. Right, okay. 2 monitors, projector, Rift. Oof, that's a lot of stuff. I bet that projector is nice, though. Oh, one of these days I'm gonna get a projector so I can game on, like, a gigantic fucking screen. Yes! So much yes. Right, so it is time to check the straw poll and see where everything is. Oh, snap. Alright, where's my deal here? There's that. Right, now you guys can see that I ain't bullshitting you. Here is the voting for the Krait Phantom. And it looks like bounty hunting / combat has won the vote. So you know what that means? It means we need to build something that's badass. Oh yeah. Now exploration came in just behind it. Bounty hunting and combat got 41.18%. Exploration 35.29, and BGS / mission running got 23.53. Bit more fuzzy than a monitor, but much easier on the eyes when the screen is 2 or 3 meters away. I bet, yeah. And the fact that it's like so gigantic, like that has to be immersive as fuck. Like, come on. But yeah, nobody voted for trade in the Phantom, which is probably a good thing, because it's definitely not much of a trade ship. But bounty hunting and combat won the vote, so that is what we shall do. We shall build us the battle boat. Dun 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 dun! Okay, so first things first. Let's hit up these core internals. This power plant's gonna need an upgrade! Put a 7A in this bitch. Size distance about the perceived size of a 30-inch monitor. Yeah, okay, I can see that. Yeah. Even big things look, are perceived as being smaller when they're farther away. Kind of like a little something something. There we go, we'll do that. Do a little bit of that. And no, I wanted to click on that. A little bit of that there. Yeah, boy. Right, so far so good. So far so good. Let's see, hard points. You know what? Let's take these things out of here because it's not like we're gonna need them. No tiny pulse lasers here. Really don't understand the concept of an 80-inch TV anymore. Would usually be 2 to 3 meters away from the couch. You know, an 80-inch TV, if it's only 2 meters away, and it seems like it'd be huge. But at the same time, if you're using a projector, though, a projector would be just, I don't know, that just seems like fun. I'm just saying. Alright, we'll get rid of those things. Oh, look, the Super Cruise Assist is a legit module. Why? Go away. I don't want you. I don't know, an 80-inch TV when it's only 2 meters away seems like it'd be huge, though. Compare it to a monitor and a desk setup, no longer. You know, okay, yeah. I can see that. I can see that. Now, the ones that really get me, though, are... like, I don't know. I see people that have, like, these gigantic TVs that are, like... I don't even know how to describe them because they're fucking huge. And they've paid like a god-awful amount for them. But then at the same time, like, I just don't get it. they're nuts. And then they sit so far away from it, they just don't really come off like they're all that big. So there's like, people brag about their gigantic TVs, but then like they don't actually use them. Take up the, yes! You know exactly what I'm talking about, Kira. They're so freaking huge that they take up the whole goddamn wall. Like, like my bedroom in here is a bad example. I don't even have my cam on. It's a little bit too warm in here to turn the camera on today anyway. Like, out in my living room, I have like a wall that's, it's like 9 feet wide or something or thereabouts. And people have these TVs that are so freaking massive that it takes up like the whole thing. It's, oh my god. I don't understand why. I do not understand why. Let's see. 5-second duration. That's almost the whole goddamn shield there. Biggest TV ever saw in a store was 120 inches. Good lord, 5 figures? Oof! Just, oof! I have no other words besides oof! Like, that just seems a little ridiculous to me. Let's see, more hull. Hull is good. Hull is very good. And then, let's see, we'll do some module reinforcement. A couple of 3Ds. because having some module protection is definitely a good thing. Who the hell wants to spend freaking 5 figures on a damn TV though? The last actual like legit TV that I ever bought, I paid like, I want to say I paid like $230 for the thing. And that was all I paid. It was a 30, it was either a 30 or 32. I want to say a 32-inch 720p, yeah, 32-inch 720p TV. It wasn't, you know, it was far from fancy. And that was my jam. It was in America, Detroit. You know, okay, you said Detroit. That right there, automatically, I'm beginning to understand. That city's weird. I don't know how else to word it besides that place weird. Okay, so there we go. A bunch of hole reinforcements, a little bit of module reinforcement in there. Got my ever favorite bi-weave shield with a 5A shield cell bank to back it up. Alright, we're going to come into the utility mounts here. One of these is going to be a heat sink, because we're going to need those. And another one of these is going to be chaff, because chaff is good. And then a couple of shield boosters, because shields are also a good thing. There we go. Right, now we have 2 class 3 and 2 class 2 hardpoints. What shall we put in here? Shot cannons, those are always fun. Limited ammo though. I kind of want something, okay, with this being a combat ship, I kind of want something that I can take into conflict zones and bounty hunting. What shall I put up in the big slots? I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking... Ooh, no, not beam lasers. Beam lasers would be a little much. Pulses, though. I think I can get away with some pulse lasers. Do some gimbaled pulse there. But then this here plasma going in the medium hard points. Yeah, boy. Yee yee. As these are fairly close together, I think I can make use of that. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, so we'll do that. And... okay. We need a name. Those of you who are here in chat right now, we need a name. What shall we name this thing? My ship ID is always the same. That's not going to change. But we need a name. I love crate puns. Get it? Great puns. Krait puns. That's a 2-for-1 right there. Yes. Let's see. You know, I almost just want to name it Scott. The Krait rebuild. To go with the PCU. You know what? We could always just name it Bob. Bob the Builder. You know what? We are going to name it Bob. Yes. Meme value is strong. Now, okay. Now that we're getting to the paint jobs, we have something to talk about. Because I have a very special paint job that is going on this ship. And it was provided to me by Frontier. Because I have an event in the works. And I need this paint job to do a little bit of promo material for it. And they graciously gave it to me. It's one that is on this the sister ship, the Krait Mark II, and recently became available for the Phantom. The Frontier Special. Look at that. Is it not beautiful? Yes. But this event, okay, the reason I have this is because I'm working on putting together an event. I'm just waiting on Frontier to get back to me on a couple of things. But I'm going to go ahead and start talking about it right now. Those of you who have been around for the stream, you know, been hanging around in my stream for a long time, you're going to be familiar with the Sandy Ring Raceway. You guys have seen me go there a couple of times to race SRVs and stuff. Well, we're going back, but this time it's going to be a community-wide event where that lasts, you know, 2-3 weeks, where people can go and run laps at the track, and then, you know, either send me screenshots of their elapsed time or video, whatever, or even a link to a stream if they want to stream it, you know, as long as they give me the timestamps for it. You know, does anything so I can verify their times. And then the top 3 finishers, once the event ends, the people with the 3 fastest lap times at the end of it are all getting this paint job for their Krait Phantoms. And I'm also going to work on getting some other things too. I haven't yet figured out what other prizes are going to be handed out. That is to be determined, because the top finisher gets this and something else, and then, you know, the other 2 will get, you know, this paint job and something else of slightly lower value, right? But I'm funding those prizes on my own dime, so I'm still trying to figure out exactly what to give out there. However, I just wanted to briefly mention that. I should be getting an answer back on some stuff from Frontier for this relatively soon, hopefully within the next day or 2, and we'll see. This should be fun. I want to start this within, you know, the next couple of weeks, but it depends, because the day and night cycle on the planet where that track is at is really, really, really long. So the track is only ever in the light side. You know, it's either light for like 2.5 weeks or dark for 2.5 weeks. You know, so and I said it takes a long freaking time, you know, for light or dark to, you know, arrive and then fuck off. There we are. But yes, it is the Krait Phantom. Feels freaking good, man. And you know what? We're gonna put this guy here. And I actually already have a Krait Phantom that I built specially for the event that is sitting here at Shinrarta. And maybe we'll, here in a little while, we're going to give this ship a bit of a spin. You know, try it out, see how I like it. etc., etc. And then we'll maybe we'll get the other ship out and head over to Sandy Ring and do a couple of laps. Ooh, wait a minute. Okay, I'm gonna see what engineering I can do here. Advanced maintenance, remote workshop, idiot. Let's see, power plant. Armored power plant, because it is the bestest of all. Yes. More numbers. There we go. Oh, keep going, keep going, keep going. Shields offline, shields online. Ah! Oh, dang. Alright. We can get this thing all the way up to grade 5 on the armored. Hell yeah. Halo! What's going on, man? And also, 10 of 10 entrance. 10 of 10 entrance. Alright. 1 or 2 more rolls there. Come on. Just max the thing out so I can call it done, you bastard. Oh my fucking god, really? That tiny bit of integrity. Ah! There we go. At least it won't be triggering my freaking OCD. Alright, I don't think I can actually go above grade 1 on dirty drives. Yeah, I need that stuff. Right. So we can come back to that later. FSD. Having more jump range is good. More jump range, more! Do it. Jump, father. That's the, now that I think about it, that's the Diamondback Explorer thing. Oh, I can't take it up to grade 4. Monkey fucker. That's fine. Grade 3 will do. Sensor's not gonna bother with. Power distributor. Absolutely. Charged enhanced is the only way to go. About Ryzen 5 3K. We might be hearing about the new Ryzen CPUs at Computex, which is... Computex starts here pretty soon, actually. I don't remember exactly when, but it's coming up. Like, real quick. Oh, I don't have any chemical manipulators. Thinking your PC needs an upgrade? Mine too! But, that said, oh, there's supposed to be some Navi news coming out at Computex as well. Sapphire, there was an article that that someone linked me just recently where, you know, Sapphire, a supposed rep from Sapphire was talking about Navi. That's a good one right there. Alright, so that's about as most I can do there. Okay. Now, who do I need to see about these pulse lasers? Let's see. Not you. Not Lori. Is it Brew Tarquin? Yeah, it's this guy. Ah, he is a hot minute away. Can I make it there without having to stop for fuel? Oh God, why? I cannot. Son of a bitch. Okay. You know what we're gonna do? You know what we're gonna do? I didn't want to do this, but we're gonna do this temporarily. This guy. We're going to exchange that with a fuel scoop. At least for the moment. Oh, that thing. Right, I almost forgot about that. We're gonna step this up to... Yeah, you know what? It doesn't really use that much weight, so it'll be fine. Step that up to the reinforced alloys. Right, off we go. Now, let's see what she handles like. Now that we're up and at it here.
Disengage from landing pad. You are go for departure.
Yee-hee! And while we're out here, I'm gonna go ahead and set these. There we go, we'll set that. Combat chip, not gonna bother setting the rest of it. Right, off we go.
Have a safe journey.
Only go to grade 4 Dweller and slap the experimental on the power distributor. That's right, I kind of forgot about the Dweller. You left your girlfriend like a Sith. She said no, so you used... Oh! Oh, that's fucked. That's fucked. That's kind of funny, though. Right, so out of curiosity, now that we're moving around a little bit, how's the stream quality for you guys? Is it looking pretty good? It looks really good on my phone, but I mean, it's also small, so it's a lot harder to see if there's any, you know, strange artifacting or anything. Actually, you know what? I'm going to open this stream up in a new tab and... Looks good. Yeah, I've got it open in a new tab there. Actually, it doesn't look pretty... Actually, it doesn't look all that bad. It's better than I thought it would be. Looks solid here. Good. Good, good, good. Okay, so the RTX cards and like the 1660 and 1660 Ti, they have an updated H.264 encoder that comes with some, you know, some pretty nifty options and stuff too. And I've not had a chance to check them out and see what they're like. So I've got some of that stuff enabled, you know, hoping that, you know, the stream would look good. And so far, I'm pretty chuffed. It looks decent. It's not quite what I wanted, but at the same time, like, it's freaking YouTube, so I'm not gonna bitch too much. It's freaking YouTube being YouTube. I very much doubt I'll ever be able to get Twitch level stream quality out of a YouTube stream. Hey, Ebril, what's going on, man? How's the new GPU? So far, absolutely lovely. You are seeing it at work right now. It is quite nice. As a matter of fact, let me pull up Afterburner right now so I can get an idea. Wow. Okay. this GPU is giving absolutely zero fucks about Elite and encoding the stream at the same time. Zero fucks. This is a 2060 Vortex. The RTX, all of the RTX cards and the 1660 and 1660 Ti all got the updated H.264 encoder. Because they've got, because I think it's got something to do with the Turing cores and blah 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 blah. But yeah, this card is giving zero fucks about this. It's not even clocked all the way up. Okay, so it's sitting, okay, temperature wise, it's sitting at 40 degrees Celsius. Power, it's only using, you know, not even 25% of its power delivery. The GPU core, normally when I'm playing a game, it would spool all the way up. Right now, it's not, it's like, it's not even halfway up. And GPU usage is only sitting in the 50s, 59%, 57, 56, 57. So it's, yeah, so it's in the mid to high 50% range as far as utilization, and it's not even sweating. It's not even trying. Fans barely turning. Like, there are no fucks given by this card right now. None. Wow. Okay. I'm impressed. We're gonna need to replot this stinking route. You know, you're not wrong. These cards, they really just, they do not seem to run very hot whatsoever. I'm quite impressed. Running Elite in 4K, a card runs about 55C. I could believe it, actually. Be perfectly honest, I could believe it. It's, yeah. Okay, so here's the part that is really kind of interesting to me is this card was only supposed to be a roughly 10% performance gain over the 1070, but so far that 10% feels like it's much more than 10%, and I don't know how to explain it. Like, some of it I think has to do with the fact that it just has resources that the, you know, the 10 series doesn't. Like GDDR6, for instance. Like the increased memory bandwidth, I'm definitely feeling that. Like, holy crap. The memory bus isn't, you know, as wide. It's a little bit more narrow, but it still seems to be doing really well. Well, okay, and then there's more good news with the PC. Oh yeah, it's still running stock, but this thing, okay, so I've been using Precision X to monitor the card, especially when I spent most of yesterday stress testing it just to see, you know, how it behaves. And it really, it behaves really well. But I don't feel the need to overclock it at all, because it overclocks on its own already, you know, based on its thermal, you know, based on, you know, like how much of a load is even being placed on it to begin with, you know, combined with, you know, its thermal capacity. So if it, you know, so if it's got a heavy load, but it's still staying cool because, you know, XYZ reasons, it automatically increases the overclock. You know, even beyond, you know, the advertised maximums. Like, the card that I got is advertised as having a maximum boost clock of 1830 megahertz on the GPU core. But what I'm actually getting, when this thing actually does, you know, extend that range a little bit on its own, it hits 1995 megahertz on its own without me touching a thing. No, it's not the same thing. It's these cards, they will boost. You know, this has been a thing for a while. I don't remember what generation they really started doing this with, but you know, if you've got, you know, like Afterburner or Precision X or, you know, any of these programs, you can always tell, you know, when these cards are, you know, self-overclocking themselves beyond their quote-unquote advertised maximums, you know, because they've got the cooling capacity to handle it. And this card definitely does. It's hitting almost 2 gigahertz on the, like, it is literally 5 megahertz off of 2 gigahertz on the GPU core without me having to even touch it, which is really good. All right, so time to see how this card handles a planet's surface. I haven't been down to a planet's surface in Elite with this thing yet. Cats in your neighborhood have a death wish. Are they sitting on top of your car in the driveway having a cat orgy? I've seen that before. Gonna keep liquid cooling the CPU for the rebuild? Yes. Actually, I've had a 240 millimeter AIO sitting here unused, bought brand new for a year. I've just never installed it. Right, so I've got that out, and I will be switching over to that cooler once, because I have okay. So this morning, with that gigantic donation that got sent in a couple of days ago, that showed up in my bank account this morning, and so I've ordered the motherboard and RAM now. At like, I ordered that at like 10:30 this morning. You know, 10:30 in the morning, my time anyway. And so those are on the way. And once those get here, I will be transplanting the PC into its new case and moving from my current water cooler over to the new one that's been sitting here for a freaking year. Teasing the doggo. What an asshole. Tweak all the graphics settings and yeah. I'm looking forward to really kind of pushing this card a little bit more in the future. But not right now. Right now, I just want to make sure that everything is up and running. That's all I want. Down we go. Hey, Terran Core, what's going on, man? How are you doing? Dun 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 dun. When will I hit 2K? Whenever it happens. To be honest, you know, with the streaming and stuff like that, YouTube and streaming doesn't tend to lend itself to, you know, sub growth.
Master X-ray.
Finding the new card responsive. I'm finding the new card to be absolutely flapping wonderful.
If you wish to land. Clearance
It's behaving extremely well. Frame rates are higher than they were with my 1070. It's a lot more stable, etc., etc. Like, I have no major complaints at all. None. Also, Iron Fist, how's it going? Oh, yep. Ta-da!
Landing operation complete. Commence.
Now that the driver glitches are sorted out, I had a few hiccups when the 2070 was new. Yeah, you mean kind of like a floating rock like that? Just Elite Dangerous Things. Yeah, Iron Fist, some of those specs are still going to be changing. We're not completely finished going through all of it. At least not yet. The motherboard has yet to be changed, although I did order the new one this morning. The RAM will also be changing from Team Group Vulcan to some G-Skill stuff. That's actually on the compatibility list for the motherboard. That's going to make a huge difference. Because then I can actually run it at full speed without running into stability problems. Bro, this is true. Hey, Branats, what's going on, man? How you doing? And go for it, man. Ask away. Pulse lasers. Efficient. It's the only mod for me. Let's just hope I have enough of the materials to get somewhere with this stuff. Grade 1 and 2 is looking pretty good. I don't know about the rest of it. I haven't done much material gathering for a good long time. Thumbs up, nice. Ah, I need another one. Come on. There we go. Grade 4. I can only do 9 rolls at grade 4. Big oof. Materials. You know, I haven't been out to the Guardian things for a good old while. Because those things will drive me fucking batshit insane. I'm not even kidding. Ah, I can't do grade 5. I don't have any pro heat radiators. Son of a bitch. That's fine though. It's fine. Grade 4 will do. For now. We'll work on maxing things out entirely another day. So you put an RTX 2080 in your computer and was running worse than the 1080 running ED and VR. Does that mean your whole computer is a piece of crap? You have the i7-6700. No. What I would assume is happening there actually, you know what? That's a tough call. What I would assume is happening there is probably either driver issues or possibly power delivery. Yeah, Kira's got it. Yeah, the same thought that I did there. The best thing to do would be to run... Well, the 6700 will bottleneck it a little bit, but it shouldn't be that bad. What I would suggest personally would be to see, if it's like an MSI card or something like that, get MSI Afterburner, and then in there's a lot of hardware monitoring stuff that's in the program. As a matter of fact, give me a second and I will attempt to show you, because I actually have this. Do I still have it on my deal over here? I do. You know what? I actually need to fix that. Okay. Good lord. I need to make that smaller. Holy shitballs. There we go. Okay, so this is my Afterburner readout as it stands right now. Okay. Just so you can see what's going on here. There we go. We'll move it just a little bit. Okay, so you can see here. So there's a lot of different things that you can see. This right here is what you're looking for. This here is the card's built-in power monitoring. If you're running into issues with power, what you'll see is that like it'll try and be, you know, bumping itself up to like full utilization. You know, your clocks will start to bump up, but then your power limit here, it won't actually be all the way up. What you'll see is your clock speeds and everything will start to go up, but then you'll see where at the same time your clock speeds will start to come back, will start to drop at the same time that your power percentage here kind of levels off at a percentage that is less than 100. Right? Now, the reason mine is so low right now is, one, because this card isn't spooled up all the way at the moment, and two, because Elite's just not hitting it very hard. I also have VSync on, so it never runs, you know, above 60 frames per second. Right? So this is all that it's using, you know, to be able to encode the stream and do that. But VR is a lot heftier. Right? So you'll see some correlation between, you know, clock speeds, you know, not going, you know, hitting a certain point and then staying there or dropping, and your power percentage hitting a certain point and then never going above it. Okay? Look for that. You know, look for other odd correlations as well. You know, anything that looks out of place, like CPU cores not being utilized correctly. And to explain what that is, let's see if I can... No, it's not going to bring this up. Let me make a slight modification to... Yeah, I will add... Yeah, I'll add those four in. Okay. Right, okay, so here, I just added in a couple of the individual cores. So what I mean by that is my actual CPU cores, because this monitors not only the GPU, but it can also monitor your CPU as well. Okay? And you can see there where it's monitoring. This is, you know, core 1, core 2, 3, 4. I only added in, you know, these 4 cores because, you know, that's it. You know, like I've got, you know, there's 6 cores, 12 threads on this thing altogether, but it's not really, that's not important for demonstration purposes. Now you can see where this is, you know, it's kind of bouncing around, you know, depending on what's going on, yada, yada, yada. But what you want to do is you want to go through all of them one by one to see if there's anything that looks anomalous. You see how, like, you know, CPU core 1 has a much higher utilization than 2. But then 3 and 1 are about the same, but then 2 and 4 are the same. Right, and that's because of the way the CPU works. The primary physical cores are going to be, you know, 1, 3, 5, you know, etc., etc. They're pretty much going to be the odd numbered ones going all the way up. And then the logical cores that you get from having, you know, like hyperthreading, for instance, are going to be the even numbered ones. And they will typically have lower utilization than their physical counterparts. Normally, not always the case. It depends a lot on the game and program in question. So what you want to do is you want to go through all of those as well to see if there's any odd behavior there. Like when I play DCS, the only CPU core that it uses is number 1, is this one. The others completely untouched. This one here, it will max out and run this core at 100%, but then the others, it won't even touch them. And that's just because of the way DCS is coded. You know, it's stupid. It can't take advantage of multi-threaded capabilities. There are other programs that used to, but sometimes, you know, updates can break them, other things can break them, etc., etc. It's worth looking for things like that. And that'll also help you see if there's something else going on. If, say, for instance, you want to run Elite in VR, you know, but, you know, it's not running right like it is for you, like it's not running correctly, what you want to do is see if your CPU utilization is really, really high, but then your GPU utilization is really, really low. If that's the case, that means that your CPU is bottlenecking the 2080 to the point where it just can't work. That's the position that I was in before I moved over to before I moved over from the FX 8350 that I used to use.
I think I'll just fucking sit here.
Oh, who was that? I'm not sure what that was. Anyway, yes, you can do that as well. Elite generally does a pretty good job of it all on its own. You know, it self-scales pretty well. Yeah, no problem, Branitz. And also, hey, Ray Mobile, what's going on, man? And Seth Slaughter, what's up, man? But, so you want to go through all that stuff and make sure, you know, that there's nothing anomalous going on. Like, it'll help you figure all this stuff out. And if you need help, you know, interpreting the data, you know, take screenshots and send them to me on Discord. I'll be more than happy to try and help you figure it out. Is this kind of stuff? No worries, Mobula. It's fine, man. Like, this kind of stuff, I'd be more than happy to help you try and figure it out, because this kind of stuff can be really infuriating, especially like if you're not used to dealing with it. You know, this stuff is it's such a pain in the ass to work with. I try, Brandance. I am by no means always successful, but I will try and help out as much as I can. Now, that said, let's continue on with the modifications. But Mobila, how's it going, man? How are you? Yes, do the thing. That's halfway up. Do it again. Come on, come on, come on. Yes. Yes. Oh, it's not going to be enough to get it all the way up. Oh. That's what she said? Ah, okay. Also, we're going to go ahead and pin the efficient pulse laser. Okay. Oh, of course. I remember the old ones, Ebril. Starlost, greetings from Kansas. I am literally in the middle of nowhere. Viva Las Vegas. Viva la France. Oh. Right, who's next? Ooh, Plasma. Right, who's the Plasma guy? This guy, Bill Turner. Where are you at? And why are you only grade... Oh, I know why you're grade 3, because I used favors back when that was still a thing. Man, I forgot that was even a thing. Alright, we gotta go to Alioth. We're gonna see if we got the stuff to do a little bit of plasma mods. Yes. Experimentals? No, not particularly important right now. I don't even think I have the right materials for what I would even use.
Takeoff procedure complete. Clear for departure.
The favors? No, you can't use them anymore. You know, the favors don't exist. You know. Now the experimentals aren't random anymore.
Flight control now.
You just give them materials.
Commander.
That's all you have to do.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
I got nothing to do. I
Then go just fucking sit here. That has to be a Twitch follow. But I don't understand why I would have... Why is there Twitch follows? I'm so confused right now. Yeah, I don't see it. Oh, that's so weird. Shame I'm not streaming on Twitch. You know, I actually might start up the dual stream thing again. Since I do have a Twitch account now. You know, I set up a secondary account. Oh, it just added on Twitch. Nice. Actually, my next question is it the right freaking one? Let's see, Patreon, Twitter. I don't know. It depends on which one you... Is it the CMDR_Paroxysm one? Or is it the Paroxysm V2 on Twitch? If it's Paroxysm V2, that's the right one. I don't use the other one anymore. Even access to it. And you're off to work? Oh, getting food and going back to work. Nice. Food is good. And have a fun rest of your day at work, Ray. Hopefully it goes well. There we are. Right. Off to see Bill Tanner. Mr. Tanner. Yes, underscore. Okay, yeah, the right Twitch account for me now is the Paroxysm V2. Hey Gerb, what's going on, man? How are you doing? I haven't been to Bill Turner's base in ages. The last time I was there was... Oh man. Had to have been like a year and a half ago. At least. At least, because I was still pledged to Denton Patriots at the time for the Advanced Plasma Accelerator. Because I put like 4 of them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I bought 4 and put them on my Anaconda and took them to Bill Turner to mod. And that was, God, yeah, that was about a year and a half ago. That was the last time I was there. Man. Whew. How am I? You know what? Doing pretty good. And, most impressed with this new graphics card. Holy crap. Patents are down in a crack. I, too, like to be in cracks. Giggity. Yes. The crack hunter. Crack hunter. Slot destroyer. Childish jokes incoming. Gonna do the final 80 or so hops to Beagle Point now. Should be fun. You know what? You did really well on getting most of the way there to Beagle Point, and then you just stopped. But good that you're about there. 80 jumps will take just a little bit over an hour. It'll be about an hour and a half. It won't be too bad. That is if you don't, you know, if you're just, you know, jump scoop, jump scoop, jump scoop. How can you forget about Distant Worlds 2? Like, I'm not even part of it, and I've never forgotten about the thing at all. Like, come on, man. Also, what happened to the whole Distant Worlds thing, you know, Distant Worlds 2 lasting like a year? The original plan, as they announced it, was the expedition leaves and is literally in progress for like almost an entire year. Instead, it lasts like 5 months? 6 months? Hey, Geezer, what's going on, man? How you doing? And I'm doing pretty well, actually. This new GPU is beautiful. Is so good. I love it. Last leg had a big time frame, so you're like, I'll do it tomorrow, but then tomorrow went to next week and so on. Oof. Alan, how goes it, man? How are ya? New builds are great, Geezer. And it feels good because I was really worried that my 1070 was going to completely crap out on me. You know, like, I was so worried that it was just going to shit itself before, you know, I could get a replacement. And, yes, it's so good. 150 days. Hey, Gypsy, how's it going, man? Still going. The return trip is circling me. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, gotcha. And yes, Geezer, new builds are great. I have an RTX 2060 in here right now, so we can trace the rays. Not that it's particularly important or anything right now. Also, who was that? I'm not sure what that was. What alert was that? Fuck's sake. I really wish OBS wouldn't play the alert sounds from ones that aren't active. It's gonna drive me bonkers. Did 100 jumps yesterday, see back to grinding them. Hey, 100 jumps isn't bad. Last saw me at Beagle arrived and left in like 3 minutes with no canopy. Yeah, that was, oh geez, when was that? That was a month and a half ago? Something like that. That's been a hot minute. Wait, no, that was, yeah, that was just, yeah, not quite a month and a half. It was a little bit over a month ago. It was right before my birthday. I remember that. I started that trip at the beginning of April. I remember now. Because I am the smarts, guys. Also, a quick reminder for those of you who are hanging around right now, if you haven't yet hit that like button, please do so. It'll help me out big time. You know, you gotta do a little bit of shameless self-promotion here before I forget. And if you are not subscribed and you happen to be hanging around, if you are even mildly entertained and want to be around for more shenanigans and stupidity, feel free to hit that subscribe button and maybe that little notification bell as well so you know when I'm going live again.
System scan complete.
Finally passed the center. Power required for new planet graphics textures. You know, I don't know if we're gonna get like new textures or anything for the planets anytime soon in Elite. I don't think so. You know, at least not for like the atmosphereless ones. Maybe, you know, if they ever get around to doing, you know, like landable atmospherics, then yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of new textures for that, but I don't see anything else new texture-wise going in anytime soon. finally passed the center on your way home from Beagle, but like the moron you are, rather than getting back and regaining enthusiasm, you've detoured. Ah, the life of an explorer. You see the shinies and you must chase the shinies. I understand. It's like the very first time I went out to Beagle Point, I took like a 4,000 light year detour just so I could go check out this nebula. And then on the way to check out that nebula, I ran into that gigantic freaking system that has my name like everywhere. Then I stumbled into that one on the way to the nebula. So not only did I detour, I sat there for an entire day just, scanning to get, doing nothing but scanning to get the first discovery tags on the whole freaking system. It is redonkulous. Alioth, next jump. On your way somewhere that you bookmarked from one of the passenger missions you refused to do. It said it was a triple black hole system after going as high as you could. I go, nice. Jump sounds are confusing and clashing with you. Well, I mean, I can't really help that, man. Feels bad. Although you'll be safe from jump sounds for at least a few minutes once I get into Alioth here, which is about to happen. 3, 2, 1. Damn it, I forgot about that. There we go. Here's bad. Feels bad, here's bad. Oof. Sounds bad? I don't know. You know what I mean, damn it. Oh, and I have to sneeze. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze and I don't like it. It's like, you get that tingling feeling in your nose like you're about to freaking, like, launch snot. But then it just, like, sits there and tingles and it doesn't really follow through. It's like you're edging, only it's for your nose and it's not on purpose and it fucking sucks. Oh, this is awful. Beset by hay fever and you can't really sneeze at work. Ooh. Yeah. That would suck. Yeah, see, I have, pollen just drives me crazy. It makes my eyes burn and itch. And it makes me sneeze like hell. And since we're in the middle of spring, and we've gotten like 2 fucking feet worth of snow, not snow, but rain. We, there's gonna be so much pollen in the air. Especially like today is a little bit warmer than it has been the last, 3 or 4 days. It's gonna be god awful. Relative had a really big sneeze. It was my sneeze. Oh. Oh. I appreciate that wordplay though. That's good. I like wordplay. Almost as much as I enjoy foreplay. Yes. The childish jokes are coming back. I cannot resist. Turner Metallics Incorporated. If you have metals or metallics, and see, that makes it sound like they're a scrap company or some bullshit. Like they should have a whole bunch of materials there. And if that's the case, why am I giving you shit? Why don't I just pay you to do things? sounds like horse crap to me. European elections today, and apparently the results won't be published for like 2 weeks. Well, I guess that means it gives them time to sort out all their freaking ballots to make sure that it counts right. So you don't have like the 2000 elections all over again. When was it? 2000? 2001? Something like that. I don't know, where Florida had to recount their ballots like freaking a dozen times to get the count right. Because they were because the voting was so close that they had to recount multiple times, make sure it was right.
Orbital flight engaged.
Ooh, that's a little bit closer than I thought it was. Results published this Sunday. Oh, that won't be too bad. Elections were in 2000. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I knew it was something like that. But yeah, if they get published on Sunday, that won't be too bad. Most of the time for us, the results get published like within, well, the unofficial results anyway get posted, you know, like almost right away. The official results always take forever. EU election results should be Sunday. May's deal won't be published until June. Huh. Preliminaries on Sunday. Some countries going to vote on Saturday. Ah, okay. That starts to make more sense. Hey, Pro Rock, what's going on? And June is the end of May? Jokes? What even? I don't get it.
Falcon, Delacy, Oscar, X-Ray, Yankee. Automated flight control protocol initiated. Please submit a request prior to landing.
Theresa May. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and if it's all like UK politics, of course I'm going to be confused. You guys do things really strangely compared to the way I'm used to. Landing pad 07. That's what shields are for.
Landing gear deployed.
Ollie-o. And down we go. Metric system. The metric system was made. Blah, blah, blah. English is hard. The metric system was made specifically to confuse us Americans. That's what that is. Y'all know exactly what you did. Okay, the vote was for the Krait, yes. And a combat/bounty hunting build is what won. So that's exactly what we're doing. It was there before America. I know. It's aluminum, Gypsy. Ah, aluminium, aluminum. Actually, what's really funny is I've looked that up, and even the guy who discovered aluminum/aluminium says and writes it both ways. That asshole can't make up his own goddamn mind, much less the minds of anyone else. What an asshole. Oh, son of a bitch. Grade 3 is as far as I can go. Mother... Ah! You're killing me, Smalls. It's Latin. It's like, nobody speaks Latin anymore. Oh, I can't even do the one I freaking want. Ah! Bum, 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 bum. Monkey fuck. You still don't get how cavemen knew if they kept heating up a rock at some point, they're gonna get metal out of it. It was probably an accident. Oh, Gerb says, don't think Oxy gets to comment on elections. The last one was between a criminal and an orangutan. Well, you're not wrong. I have no comeback for that because you're not wrong. Alright, so efficient grade 3 will be about as good as I can do on this for now. Because freaking reasons. No one speaks it, but still had like 5 years of it at school. Why? That doesn't make any sense. Internet is Latin for porn. The internet is for porn. Double click and grab your dick for porn. I approve of this message. Alright. One more. Alright, so that's fully maxed out on grade 3. Damn it, I really don't have the materials for this stuff that I actually wanted. Son of a bitch. Well, it's fine. We can always come back to that at a later point. And for classic Greek as well, ancient Greek. Oof. Bro. What? 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 Macchiato. Anytime someone says anything about a macchiato, the only thing I can think of is Talladega Nights. What's this going? Ah, you spilled my macchiato. It's the only thing I can think of. The Inuit living near meteorites use them as a source of metal for tools and harpoons. Interesting. Also smart. I mean, they couldn't have known that at the time, but you know, they were getting access to metals and stuff like that that they couldn't get anywhere else except for those. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so like grade 3 efficient, grade 3 or 4 efficient on the pulse lasers, grade 3 on the plasma, not bad. Not bad. Now, weapon detailing, we're going to make that white. Engine detailing, also white, because it seems to fit this ship. Now, different kind of vitamin C. Oof. Cold forging. Cold rolled steel. Ha! Alright, up it goes. Yeah, I really don't like the way this looks. That camera. Right! So I know it's a little dark here at the moment. It's going to be kind of hard to see, but I talked about this briefly earlier. I do Pro Rock. I do. And actually, I'm going to talk about it just briefly here. Alright. Well, I'm glad you like it. Now, here's the deal. I actually asked Frontier to help sponsor an event. Now, this event isn't quite ready to be fully announced. It's still working on some details. But Frontier has provided me 3 of these Krait Phantom paint kits to give away. Now, they're going to be for the top 3 finishers in this event that I am planning. Those of you who have been around the stream for a long time are going to remember the Sandy Ring SRV Raceway. Gerb, you should remember it in particular because there was a there was the wild Gerb moment that happened in my YouTube video when the last time we were there. You should remember that. Anyway, we have a little event going on there. I don't know exactly when that's going to happen just yet, but it's going to be like a 2 or 3 weeks long, okay, where people can go there and take their best lap times and submit them to me, you know, either in like screenshot format or preferably in video or live stream format with appropriate timestamps. That way I can verify, you know, how long people have taken to go around the track. And the top 3 finishers are going to get the Frontier Krait Phantom paint kit, which you can see right here. In addition to those, the top 3 finishers will also receive other prizes as well. I'm still working out what those are going to be because those prizes are being funded by my own dime. Gerb, because it's possible for me to determine who's lying and who's not. If, like, it's gonna have to work on some honor systems, because not everyone, you know, has the ability to do, like, the live stream thing or take videos. You know, I would prefer that they do, and I'm going to stress that when I, you know, because it's going to be announced in a forum thread that will be going up relatively soon. I'm waiting for Will to get back to me on some details, as the planet in question has a really long day and night cycle, so I need to know when the track is going to be in the light side, in the light side of its cycle. That way, you know, we can actually do things. Oh yes, he will. Will get back to me. Haha. He and I have been talking about it for the better part of about a week and a half now. So yes, we will. It's going to be a thing, and we will be giving away 3 of these Krait Phantom paint packs. No, it's not the same planet. As a matter of fact, I have another crate that I've built specifically to go to this track for racing purposes. It carries like 6 SRVs on it, you know, just in case I do something really fucking stupid, right? Let's be honest here. Oxy does dumb things, right?
Departure
we go.
authorized.
Hey, Michael Eklund, what's going on, man? So here's the deal. We're gonna go park this thing up real quick at Shinrarta, so we can get out the other ship, get out the race vehicle.
3, 2, 1, engage.
No, Prorok, I have not actually. And we're going to go obtain the, for lack of a better term, it's basically just an SRV carrier. That's really all it is. But we're gonna go grab that, and we're gonna go to the track, and we're gonna see if it's in the light or if it's in the dark. If it's in the dark, oh man, that's gonna be a little problematic, but it'll be funny. If it's in the light, you know what? Either way, we're gonna try and take some practice laps around there so you guys can see how long it takes. How many SRVs can you take? It needs to be checked. The Anaconda can carry quite a few. The Class 6 bay carries 4. Class 4 carries 2. Class 2 carries 1. Let's see. And Class 7 is the highest bay that the Conda has. Basically a Star Trek? Oh. I see what you did there. Speaking of Star Trek, did you guys see, I linked it in media, did you guys see the little teaser for Star Trek Picard? Hell yes! And that white dwarf is bright as shit. Kind of missed my Elite streams. Well, you know what? I honestly kind of missed doing these. Oh, it wants me to do... Fuck's sake.
Warning. Frame shift drive.
You hush it
Safety
thing. I'll just do that. I'm not about to fart around with that crap. It's 7-Eleven. What's going on? And the GPU is doing extremely well. Extremely well. It basically gives 0 fucks about Elite and live and encoding the live stream at the same time. I haven't even been able to actually push it to 100% utilization without using synthetic loads. Like, it just doesn't give a shit. This thing, it's quite amazing. I am definitely impressed. Looked like a wine commercial. Well, I mean, sort of, but at the same time, it was very much a Picard thing. And what's with all these white dwarfs? That's 2 in a row. Make that 3! What even? The next one coming up is a white dwarf. Plotting selection, probably, yeah. Oh man. But even here inside the bubble, I've never seen it do like 3 of these back to back before. It is kind of impressive. I mean, I'm just gonna do that because I really don't feel like messing with those. Oh, what? Does that exclusion zone come all the way out here? Oh my lord. Go for 4. No! Your nemesis, bro. Oof. Just popping in, you have to go back. All right, 7-Eleven. Well, it was good to see you. Have a good rest of your day at work. Super Cruise. There we are. And do I need a heatsink? No, I do not. This thing runs nice and cold. Off we go. You died on a white dwarf from the Enigma expedition? What? How'd that happen? And Gerb, red dwarfs aren't so bad. These white dwarfs, though, they're kind of all over. No! Stop it, you freaking thing. All right, we're going into the fucking galaxy map now after that bullshit. What's going on here? Non-sequence. I mean, I don't mind having those on there, I guess, but yeah, we'll take that off. There we go. Death Ward. Oh, the planet in hell. Yeah. Yeah, see, I don't mind if the things are in the route. It's just, it's trying to use the jet cone boost. I wasn't expecting that. I forgot I had turned that on for my return trip home from Beagle Point. I'd kind of forgotten about that. A year back from Distant Worlds 2. Nice. Yeah, I saw the screenshots. You made some pretty good time on the way back. Made your million light years on the way. Nice. Well done. Million light years, man. What a flapping distance that is. Back. Hey, welcome back, Halo. You know what? That makes me curious. I don't remember how far I've actually gone in hyperspace. So, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna look. Bring up the Codex. Look at myself. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Stats. Insurance claims. Too many. Credits. Okay, exploration. Here we go. No, stream is not dead. Stream is right here. Stream is still going. Total hyperspace distance traveled. 1.26 million light years. Woo! Still 50,000 light years out, Halo. Oof!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, who dat? Who dat? Michael! Thank you. Just because you missed my streamings feels good, man. But thank you. 1.26 million light years. Oh my god. That's ridiculous. Total number of hyperspace jumps, 32.8 thousand. Oof. There's so many. Well, Pro Rock, that's because most of my exploration has been done before the FSS became a thing. So, yeah, you know, the payouts were not as high back then. You know, not for single systems anyway. Haven't felt like playing Elite for a few weeks. Got a lot of stuff. You know what? I completely understand that. You know, sometimes you just need to take a break from things and, you know, do something fresh and new every once in a while. Scoop, jump, scoop, jump, scoop, jump. Why do we love this game? Because it's in freaking space, man! That's why. You're in freaking space with spaceships with lasers. And shields and explodey things and aliens. Like, we can't fuck the aliens yet. But I feel like someone's gonna try. Whenever we get space legs and we can actually meet a Thargoid face to face, you know someone's gonna try. Been playing Mordhau a lot. You know what? That's a game I actually want to play, especially on stream, because it looks like it'd be so much fun. A good friend of mine that used to play Elite, actually, he's been playing it quite a bit. And it looks like it'd be so much fun. I want to get it at some point. I just don't know when that's gonna happen. It'll probably be a little while. You know, for obvious reasons. I got other things I need to take care of first. Pew pew meow. Exactly. See, you get it. You get it. Alright, to Jameson Memorial. I'm coming back to you. So I can fly straight into that slot. Been playing Days Gone. I actually don't know that one. When a human sees something new, he is asking himself two questions. One, can you eat it? Two, can you fuck it? I mean, I feel like that's just the human psyche in a nutshell. Like, can it be poked with sharp things? You know? And if yes and or no, can we fuck it? Like, that's just human 101. I feel like someone needs to write a book called like How to Human. And it's just how to stab and or shoot all of the things. And that's like one chapter. And then the next chapter is how to fuck all of the things. Like that's pretty much How to Human right there. And we going all the way to the back of the bus here. Landing gear. All right. You like goats? No! We don't fuck goats! Well, I don't. Sweden versus Finland Scandinavian standoff. Can we beat Russia and win? Oof. Aw, it feels bad, Halo. But yeah, I completely understand that. Depression is a motherfucker. I'm not gonna lie. Alright. Here we go. The Krait Phantom named Speed Racer. It has nothing but frag cannons for weapons because, I mean, why not, right? And it's got a little bit of hull. Planetary vehicle hangar. 2 of them. Fuel scoop. Some bi-weaves for a little bit of shielding. Let's go, Speed Racer! We have an SRV track to get to. Let's see. Here to the chat of generals. I need to dig out an old post that I made. Right. Minus 3.2 by 3.8. There we are. Alright, just needed to make a quick note there. LFT 37. Down we go. Man, I haven't been down here for a long time. Let's see, 6A, this planet right there. Friend just went back from the mental hospital because he tried to hang himself. Oh man, sad story, but he's better now and he getting treatment. That's good to hear. You know what, Halo? At least you were brave enough to try. There's a lot of people out there that don't do that kind of thing, and it just eats them, you know, for their entire life. So, I mean, that's something. Again, Pro Rock is right. And Pro Rock is right. You know, make sure that you, like, if you need treatment, especially, like, make sure you get it, man. And there's always people around like us that will be more than willing to give you a hand as much as we can. Like, I'm not always the best person to talk to, but, you know, I'll try and help as much as I can, especially in private, because, like, you know, some conversations are best had in a private setting. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, Halo. Like, sometimes there's just nothing that you can really do. It's just gotta let it run its course. Which is kind of like, it's so incredibly frustrating when that's the case, but sometimes that just kind of is how it is. Through more circles than Dante. I know that feeling. Wait, why am I doing it on that fire group? I'm a dumbass. Should be on that one. Yeah, there we go. Boom, 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 boom. Right. Now we are almost there. Another jump or two. Discovered new signal source, it says. I care not about your signal of sources. Wasn't a good help to your friend. He ended that way. Yeah, Pro Rock, I mean, Halo's right. That kind of stuff, you know, sometimes it's really hard to know when someone is having problems to begin with. Like, yeah, it just, depression is a weird thing. It really is. You know, some people can suffer from it their entire lives, and some, you know, and the people that, you know, consider them friends, and sometimes even their family, may not ever know about it because they're just really good at hiding it. You know, that's kind of how I am. I'm really good at, like, hiding, like, when I'm feeling like absolute shit, right? But not all the time, and that's just kind of how things are. Yeah, exactly. Halo's got it right. It's easy to hide, but it's super difficult to fix. And sometimes, like, sometimes it's just not really fixable. It's just something that a person has to learn to live with. And Gerb says the anti-social yourself because of bullying trauma. I can understand that. Figured out you can't live with and went along with your sisters to go see their big friend group. Right then. Yeah. Today's the last day of school and your depression is now gone. Oof. I mean, understandable. Also, what's up, Brendan? How you doing, man? You know, actually, and that's another thing is having a job that you enjoy can help immensely with that kind of stuff. Like for me, it helps big time. If I have something that I enjoy that I'm able to focus on, you know, and just kind of do that, it helps me out with, you know, just bullshit in general quite a bit. Oh, I have like hiccups right now. God, awful. Doing pretty well now that school is over. Hey, good to hear, man. Well, you know, Halo, I can see why it didn't sit well with them, because, you know, people like to think that, you know, the people they consider like their close friends would be able to tell each other, you know, about things like that, but that's not always the case. Met tons of people who, when I told them about your social trouble and stuff, they go, well, I could have never guessed. If you're out and about, you'll hide it all, and once you... Yeah, see, that's kind of how I am. That's how I am. And honestly, that's one of the reasons why, like, I try and do, like, all of my social interaction on, like, Discord, here in the stream, stuff like that, is because, like, this stuff, it's a lot easier for me to do, and it's kind of, like, on my terms, right? But, you know, that's obviously not the case for everyone. Okay, now comes the hard part of trying to find my coordinates on this blasted planet. How's the 2060? Love it! Okay, I have yet to actually max this thing out. Like, it gives absolutely zero fucks. Like, I have VSync on, right? So it caps it at 60 frames. Otherwise, I get, like, terrible tearing. Right? You know, so it's 60 frames, maxed out graphics. It doesn't care. It has 6 gigs per rock. It's 6 gig card. It's GDDR6, not 5. And that makes a big difference, actually. It's huge. As a matter of fact, I haven't even seen it use all of that, you know. Okay, so to give you an idea, I played DCS a little bit last night. And DCS is a GPU VRAM hog. It will use every ounce of everything that you can possibly give that damn card, you know, to give that freaking game. And it was only using like a little over 4 gigs of it. It wasn't even maxing it out, so it's pretty impressive. Finally take Star Citizen. Like, 1070 could handle Star Citizen, but I haven't tried it with the 2060 yet. That is on my list. Okay, so what is my coordinates here? Minus 13.2, 43.8.
Orbital flight engaged.
It's gonna be... this direction. Does it run Crisis? Don't know, don't own the game, haven't tried. Alright, so it's gonna be... Yeah, we'll just kind of keep headed right along here. Alright. Sorry, I'm not really reading the chat right this moment, guys, and this is kind of the hard part, is getting myself here. Vortex. Damn it. I mean, that would actually be kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, the hard part for this is actually finding the bloody track. Once you find it, it's not so bad. But getting there in the first place is the challenging part. We should be getting awfully close, though, so let's start losing some altitude here. Yeah, I should be almost right over top of it, I believe. Let's see, should be... Yeah, it's gonna be close. Actually, I think it's gonna be behind me now. Dadgummit! FA off? Absolutely not! No, not right now. It's problematic at best. Okay, I believe... Yeah, we can't be too far away. Which one, Brendan? There's been a couple of leaks as far as, you know, the new gen Ryzen stuff goes, but I'm not putting any stock into any of it until, you know, we actually get them in the hands of reviewers and stuff like that, which, you know, that's not going to happen for another month and a half or so. Over 4,000 in Cinnamon. If that turns out to be true, that's ridiculous. I'm just saying. Yeah, like the details we've seen on it so far look pretty good. Not gonna lie. Okay, I believe I see the track right in front of my nose. Alright, we'll give that a minute to... Let me catch up on chat a little bit. Does it run Crisis? The answer to that is, I don't know! Yes, Iron Fist, the 1080 Ti is still, like, even now, a perfectly wonderful card. There is nothing wrong with it. Okay, I thought that was it. Gonna get some more altitude here. Look around a little bit more. I may need to revisit the coordinates to get them right. '80s always seem to become the '60s in the next gen. No, not really. They only go down about one step. Wait, there it is. Got it. Right under my nose. Okay, here we are. All right, so this right here is the beginning of the track. I'm gonna fly us around the track once so you guys can, you know, see what this is like. Because it's been a long time since I've been here, so you guys might not remember. Okay. Down we go. Right. So the start line is right here. Basically right in line with that. Right there. Weaponized autism. Alright, so then we start right here. Then you just kind of follow this around. Just like so. You just follow this all the way around, avoiding all the rocks. You come around. Keep going. Keep going. Takes a good while to get around this, a good few minutes. Alright, then you come up this way, and then you'll see this peak right there, right? But then you'll see like where it kind of flattens out right here at the same time. So what you want to do is you'll aim right to this flat spot here. And then, boom, down it goes. This here is Papa's Crack. You'll follow this all the way down. This here, it's pretty steep. You know, this is about 20 degrees down angle. And this is, there's a lot of ice. This planet's mostly ice, so this is pretty slick. All right. And you'll follow this all the way down. Come here onto this, you know, this flat open terrain here. Take a nice lazy right. Oh yeah, we've used this track before. And you'll take a nice lazy right, come right through here in this little opening. In between, you know, those two hills, and you'll come out onto this big open area here. You can take pretty much any line you want to going through here. It doesn't really matter. That's up to you to figure out. But then you're aiming for like this little, like this tiny canyon right here. This is what you're aiming for. You'll come through here. You'll follow this down the hill. And it'll take a left coming through here. Now, you know, the navigation down here gets a little bit tricky because instead of going straight or anything like that, you'll see this crater. You're going to want to follow the rim of this crater up this way. You know, you're basically doing almost a full 180. And you see like this little channel here. You're coming straight up through this. Okay? You're coming straight up right about here. And then right through here. And now right here, there's actually two different directions you can go. You'll see that there's like this peak in front of me. You can take two routes. You can go to the right and around that way, or you can take the shorter way and head straight through here. You know, the smooth route over there is referred to as smooth wipe, and that one over there is the rough pass, because it gets bumpy through there, right? Smooth wipe over there, it's well, it's easier, right? But at the same time, you know, it takes longer to get through. So that's, you know, if you're trying to make it in good time, probably better take the rough pass. So what I usually do is I'll come through here, and you guys will see this. I get up a bunch of speed, and boom, I just jump my way across this whole thing. Right? I usually land like right about here. Right, then off we go. You see this nice big open area. Okay, it's really tempting to go off that way thinking that's the right direction over there. That's wrong. You'll see there's a passage in between. You'll see that there's that plateau right in front of us. You want to come to the left of that because there's this opening right here. And you're going to come through here. This is called Tuscan Pass through here. You'll come in through there. And then you'll have a nice big long shot all the way through here. This is a nice high-speed part of the track right there. And then you'll follow it all the way up to right in here. And you'll come in between like that little, that tiny peak there in the side. And you'll come right through there. And then guess what's right here? The finish line, because we're right back at the very beginning. Now, we're gonna run this for real in an SRV. Because I haven't run this track in an SRV for a long time. And so it sounds like fun. Allowed to use boosters? Well, we'll be using the SRV, you know, for this. It won't be for the ship, it'll be, you know, the SRV. So yes, you can use the thrusters on the SRV and spend most of it in the air if you really want to. I have seen people do that before. Okay. Alright, we're gonna turn the headlights off there. Do it. Don't be scared. Never scared, sir. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna sit right here. And then we are going to, let's see, is it that one? That one? No, shit. Which button makes the ship go away? There it is, that one. Yeah! Go away, ship. Massacre contract. No. Okay. Right, we're gonna take a practice lap here. Now, the fastest I have ever done this track is about 12.5 minutes. But I've only been able to do that once. My average lap time here is actually about 20 minutes, give or take. And the guy who won the SRV, like the big SRV event that I did like 2.5 years ago, his winning time was, it's like right around, it's like somewhere between 14 and 16 minutes, I think, something like that. All right, now I'm watching the in-game clock. When that reads 20 hours, 12 minutes, we're gonna start. So we got 20 seconds as of now before start time. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Now we're gonna time me, see how long it takes for me to get around this track. As it has been a long time since I've done this, and I am super rusty in the SRV. Super rusty. $5 I blow up. Rude. Now, one thing you don't want to do is go down inside that crater. Yeah, that's considered cheating. Yeah, so what you want to do, you want to be real careful about how you go around, getting around some of these rocks. Some of them you can drive over, some of them you can't. And as I said, this is really slick here, so it's so easy to lose control of the SRV in some places. So you got to be real careful. Whew. Pro moves. And honestly, the SRV is easier to drive with the X52 Pro HOTAS. That's also worth pointing out. Ah, see, like that rock right there is god awful. It should be one that you can go straight over. Instead, it rebounds you. Rocks are this thing's worst enemy. Ollie-oop. Up and over that big boy. Good lord. That was a freaking biggin. That's what she said. There we are. We're making some good time now. Yes, I use the X56 Pro, the X56 now. I used to use the X52, but it kept breaking on me. X56, I've had it for almost a year now, actually, without any issues. Granted, I haven't been playing Elite anywhere near as much, but I use it a lot in DCS, and it is handling that like a frickin' champ. Here we are, Papa's Crack. Okay, this is deceptively dangerous through here. I mean, because it's such high speed coming through here. And with it being downhill, if you lose control of your craft, it's really difficult to gain it back because all that momentum is, pulling you down the hill. Like that. So it doesn't turn very well either. My biggest recommendation is if you're good at it, you can do what I am. Jesus Christ! See, these rocks are just murder. Like that one, I should have been able to go over, but But if you're good at this, you can do what I'm about to retry. Get up some speed and then just use your thrusters to get some air and then just tap it like this. Control your descent speed a little bit. There we are. Much better. Okay, yeah, the rock geology down here is definitely different. There's a lot more big-ass rocks down here than there used to be. Woo! That's going to make this interesting. All right, round we go. And again, this is not easy, so apologies if I miss things in chat for a little bit. T1600M is plastic, not fantastic. So it's not a Barbie girl living in that Barbie world. And come up and over there. We'll set her down nice and soft right there. And up and over those rocks. I'll set down nice and soft right there. Get some speed and stability back. Ha! Oh, that's some skill right there. Whee! Yeah, boy. I still got it. I still got it. Already twisted too much. Oof. Woo! And that's how you recover from hitting something at a really weird angle. Race here, there was a bug with players, got weaker SRV integrity because number of players in the location. This is true. Yeah, doing it solo should be easier, but they also supposedly fixed that whole, you know, things taking more damage than they should in a multiplayer session, you know, with a bunch of people in the instance. That was in the patch notes just recently, actually. Yeah, allegedly. I've not tested it. And I'm not sure that I care to push my luck on that one either. We are. Control that angle nice and soft. Yeah, boy! Something must have caught funny when I got all the way on the ground and spun me there, but that's okay. Yeah, we're almost a full 10 minutes into this, and we're about halfway through the track so far. Oh, 20. I'm anticipating this to be about a 21 minute run. Not bad for my first time all that back on this track in like a year or more. Actually, yeah, it's been longer than a year. It's been like a year and a half. Been a good long time since we've been here. Alley-oop. Okay, definitely need to hit the ground right about here. Come up and over that. Just like so. Dick. Come. It's the one part I don't like about this being ice, is that that's difficult. Driving the SRV on low G planets and lead is your most hated thing. Can't wait for a new SRV. Me too. Now, one of the things that does make this track so hard is that it's 0.09 G and it's a rocky ice world. So not only is it low G, but it's also slick. And there's freaking rocks everywhere. But it does make this kind of challenging. But I would rather it be challenging than too easy. Come on, come on, come on. There. No, 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 no. There we are. Woo. No, no. There. Jesus Christ. There we go. Whew. That was difficult. Getting that thing back under control there. Okay. Needs to be a Red Bull event because Red Bull gives you wings? Yes. No, no, no. There we go. Ooh. It would be really funny if we got like a company to actually sponsor this that isn't, you know, Frontier. Just because it's a racing event, that would be so funny. There we are, smooth wipe and rough pass. We're headed over to rough pass because it's the only way to go. Why would they? They wouldn't. Nobody in their right mind would. Let's be real here. Oh, that's a big rock. Around the rock, around. No, no, no! J-turn is something you will become very familiar with running an SRV on this track. And you. Out we go. Are we going to make it all the way over? In one pass? No way. Oh, we're awfully close. It's not quite all the way, but it's going to be really close. Oh! Ha ha! Yeah! Almost all the way through. Yes, you can. You can use the thrusters as much as you want, you know, to help you avoid obstacles and, you know, get through rough areas. That's not cheating. You know, it's part of the SRV and therefore, you know, well within the rules to use it. Now, as I said, I don't have an exact date for when this event is going to take place just yet. But it is definitely, as soon as I have a decision on when this event's going to take place, it will be getting posted on Twitter, on the forums, and in the Discord. And so you all will definitely know, and hopefully everybody else too. Ten jumps left to Beagle Point. Nice! You're almost there. There we are, up and over this little rough patch there. Alright. We're getting there, guys. We're almost back. Almost back to the beginning. Only a few minutes away. You can actually see the start line from here. It's right up there. Now this nice big downhill spot here is nice because if you can utilize this proper, you can really build up some speed on the way down that'll help carry you, you know, all the way up through that hill there. It's assuming you don't do what I just did and get yourself in trouble by running into rocks and holy skimmers. Yup. You know, I really should get like a freaking steering wheel or something for this. You know, just to use for the friggin' SRV. Maybe an Xbox controller or something like that would actually work better for the SRV. You don't think it would? Ooh, that's a big rock. Over the rock, over the rock, over the rock. Alright, yep. Start finish line is not far away now. Xbox controller is great for SRVing. Good to know. A design for 1G planets. Yeah. I find that even like 0.3G, you know, they do a lot better at like 0.3 versus something like this. Any G will do. I mean, I'm sure that's what she said. She doesn't want flowers, she just wants you to find her freaking G spot. Hey, Dunkel, how's it going? Oh, that rock, though. Ouch. Yep, up over the rocks. Yeah, see, I don't know about the keyboard in the SRV. That sounds like it would be a gigantic pain in the neck. The Xbox controller sounds like it would be nice. Alright, we're almost there. And we're basically at 20 minutes flat. Well, almost. It'll be 20 minutes and some change once I get the rest of the way up this hill here. And guess what? That's the finish line. Now I know because the crater's right here. Ta-da! One full lap. Yeah, so there's basically, you know, that was about 20 minutes, 30 seconds, give or take, for me to run that. And that's the first time I've been on this course for a long time. Wow. Also, does anyone else notice that the SRV displays the ship's name in on the info tab now? I only just now noticed. It's news to me. Until Colonia? No, I'm thinking I'm probably just about done for today, actually, because we've been going, what, a good couple of hours now? A little bit over 2.5, actually. I do want to get a little screenshotter deal here. See if I can get a... I can find a good angle. It's tricky with this thing sometimes. You know what? Good enough right there. Right. The FDev stream is over a long time. Yeah, their stream only lasts about an hour or so. They never really seem to go over about an hour. I think the longest I've seen them do, like one of those streams, is about an hour or 10 minutes. I mean, it's not normally very long. Ah. That said, though, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it for today. I have not unlocked the Colonia Engineers, actually. I have never been out there to do it. It's just not one of those things that's been, you know, incredibly high on my to-do list, really. But that said, though, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it good for the day here. You know, and for, yeah, as I said, a little bit over 2.5 hours. Yeah, 2 hours 35. So, thank you all for hanging out today. It's actually been fun. It's nice to start getting back into the swing of things. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, you know, now that I can actually stream and not worry about the PC shitting itself. we're gonna be back to it, boys. Yeehaw! Alright, so that is it for today. Gerb, congratulations on making it to Beagle Point. Have fun out there. And also, don't go mad on the way home. It's easy to do. But, guys, I will be back with more streaming, you know, obviously not today, but sometime pretty soon. More than likely tomorrow. I don't know what to stream tomorrow, though. Don't know if we're gonna come back with some more Elite or if we're gonna do something else. Not sure. But on that note, guys, again, thank you all for hanging out. It's been fun, and it feels good to really start kind of getting the back of the swing of things here now that the PC is, you know, not completely about to fall apart on me. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day.